So good morning and thanks a million for joining me on the mat this morning. We're going to work a little bit into heart and hip opening this morning. So if you want to come straight into easy cross-legged, and again, if cross-legged isn't easy, I'm still going to encourage you to come into it this morning, but just take maybe a couple of cushions, place them under the knees if it feels a wee bit stressful in the hips, and that'll just allow the muscles, the soft tissue kind of ease into the pose. Again, we're just going to place the hands face down on the knees to start with, just so we can start engaging with those core muscles. We're going to press the chest forward, draw the shoulders back, see if we can suck the belly button in, and then gently lean forward, but from that lower back. So we're looking for a nice straight line here. Okay, so we're trying to avoid this, and we're trying to get a little bit more of this, but at the same time, not kind of curving the opposite direction either in the spine. So keep it nice and tall, nice and long. Lean, 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 until you start to feel those hip flexors stretching out a little bit. And again, sucking that belly button in, we're going to draw ourselves back up to seat. All right. And again, we're looking for that nice straight back as opposed to slumping into that lower back, weakening the lower back and kind of not engaging the front of the belly. All right, we're going to open the palms. And when you're ready, we'll inhale the arms out, reaching up. Interlock fingers, press palms to ceiling. As we exhale, press the palms forward and stretch between the shoulders. We'll do that 2 more times. Nice big stretch as we inhale, take the gaze up. And as we exhale, press forward and release. Really stretching between those shoulders. Last one, trying to draw those arms right back in line with the ears, engaging the shoulders. And then exhale, forward and release. All right, we're going to inhale, arms out, reaching up. We're going to pause here at the top. We're going to bend the right elbow. And then we're going to get the left hand. And we're going to see if we can get that right hand to come down the midline of the spine. So we're gently pulling that right elbow toward the middle. Okay, so I'm going to turn here so you can see what I'm at. And then from here, we're going to extend that left arm out in front. And as we exhale, we're going to rotate through the left shoulder, bend the left elbow, and see if we can walk those hands toward each other, okay? So if we already have that flexibility, we might get the fingertips to touch. Again, if we haven't been working on this, what we could also do is we could get our towel or our strap, again, hold it with the right hand, and again, see if we can work those hands toward each other along that towel, okay? So you have options here. We can either use the towel just to get those hands moving a little bit closer. So we're working into a nice shoulder mobility here. We're also engaging the shoulders to open into the chest. Now we need to gently press the head into that right arm and really press that chest forward. Again, we can stay here for the next couple of breaths, or if we want to work a little bit deeper into the lower back and hips, we're going to inhale. And as we exhale, gently press the chest forward. So again, just hinging from the lower back. So try not to curve the spine if we can. Press the sit bones back. Every inhale, thinking about lengthening through the spine, and every exhale, fold a little bit more. One more breath here. And then slowly, we're going to inhale back to center. Release our grip. Lovely. And then we're going to reverse the crisscross of the legs, working over to the other side. Again, we're going to inhale the arms out, reaching up. This time, we're going to bend the left elbow. We're going to get that right hand, catch hold of the elbow and see if we can draw those left fingertips down the midline of the spine. So again, gently pulling on that left elbow, but not forcing it. All right. And again, we can stay here. We don't need to bring that right arm into it. You might feel that's a nice stretch for you this morning, just pressing the head into the arm. Or we can inhale that right arm out in front. As we exhale, rotate through the right shoulder, bend the right elbow, and then see if we can work those fingertips toward each other. Again, either using the hands or using the towel. And again, they don't have to touch. We're aiming for that eventually. But again, depending on even your anatomy, okay? So some people actually won't get to touch. So don't battle, don't beat yourself up about it. Once you're feeling that lovely bit of space into the chest, that nice little stretch into that left tricep, that nice engagement of the shoulders. We're going to inhale, lengthen. And as we exhale, gently press the chest forward. As we lean forward into our fold, keep grinding those sit bones back. Keep drawing the belly button in. Every inhale, imagining a piece of string attached to the crown of your head, drawing you long. And every exhale, folding forward a little bit more. One more breath here. And then slowly we're going to inhale back to center. And as we exhale, release and let it go. We're just going to bring the fingertips to rest on the shoulders here and draw a few nice big circles forward. As we draw those shoulder blades together, I want you to really think about creating space in the chest and engaging the shoulder muscles. So really exaggerating those circles. So we're looking for openness in the front of the body and engagement into the back with this one. And then we're going to reverse those circles, opposite direction. So again, just mobilizing those shoulder joints, but at the same time opening the heart and engaging those shoulders, and just breathe naturally. And then we're going to work our way back to center. From here, we're going to pick that right foot up. We're going to place it in the left hand. Draw the left toe toward the knee and place that right knee in the right hand. Again, notice here if you're slumping into the spine, keep pressing the chest forward and draw that belly button in. Maybe bringing the shin a little bit higher, but not if we're collapsing. Okay, so just see where we can get here. And then we're just going to gently rock into that right hip, really slowly. I want you to be super conscious of what's going on in those joints, being mindful of that movement, just easing the soft tissue. Again, the hands are just there to guide the movement, okay? We're not forcing it. If you want to go a little bit deeper, we're going to come to stillness at center, and we're going to place that right foot in the left elbow crease, right knee in the right elbow crease, and see if we can interlock the hands. If we can't, just keep holding the leg. Either way, I want you to draw that leg toward the body, and again, keep pressing the chest forward. And we're just going to pause here. Keep drawing those toes toward the knee for 3, for 2, and 1. We're going to gently release that right foot, and we're going to do the same little mobilizer on the other side. So we're going to pick that left foot up, place it in the right hand, left knee in the left hand, draw that toe toward the knee. Sit nice and tall, nice and strong. See if you can bring the shin a little bit higher, but not if we're collapsing, and then gently rock. So again, really slowly. And again, a nice way to touch in with what's happening on both sides of the body. So noticing if the hip's a little bit more restricted, maybe it's a bit more freely moving here. So again, we can tell a lot about what's happening within the body on those hips. And even if they both feel quite tight, are we holding a little bit of extra tension? Maybe we just need to create a wee bit more space. So it can be physical, it can be mental. And again, it's really only by slowing these movements down that we can really touch in with it. We're going to meet at the center. Again, you can choose to stay here and just draw that leg a little bit closer toward the body. Keep drawing the toe toward the knee, or we might place the foot in the right elbow crease, knee in the left elbow crease, and then interlock those fingers. Wherever we're at, I want you to be super conscious of where we're sitting. And even if over time you want to train your body into it, you could do a lot of these poses up against the wall, and that'll kind of tell you whether maybe just the middle of the spine is touching the wall. You want the whole length of the spine to touch the wall, and then over time, maybe come away from the wall. So just hugging that leg in for one more breath. Excellent. So then we're going to release the foot. From here, we're going to turn to the front of our mat. We're going to come onto all fours into our tabletop. Straight from tabletop, we're going to bring those hands a little bit further forward of the body. Tuck the toes under, press the ground away and sit back towards those heels. Allow the head rest between the arms. I want you to really press those hands into the ground until you start to feel those shoulders engaged. And then from here, we're going to gently hover the knees off the mat, lift the hips toward the ceiling, and drop those heels down toward the ground. We're going to look forward between the hands and gently walk away to the front of the mat, coming to a nice deep forward fold. And then tuck the chin in. We're going to slowly roll our way all the way up to stand. Head comes up last. Okay, a little heart and hip flow here. Just have your towel close at hand in case you need it. Meaning at the front, feet nicely grounded, hip width distance apart, hands to heart. We're going to inhale, arms out, reach it up, palms together. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, gaze forward, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Stepping right foot back to lunge, we're going to drop that right knee down. Inhale, both arms out, reach it up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. From here, again, if already you're feeling that right knee's crunchy, we can place a little bit of cushioning underneath the knee because we're going to be here for a little while longer this morning. Just make sure that left knee is stacked over the ankle. We're going to open the arms out into cactus arms, so like opposite elbows facing each other. And again, notice if you're arching into that lower back and the belly's got lazy, and we can really suck that belly button in and feel that lovely engagement and an extra little release into the front of that right hip. We're going to pause here for a moment, just working space into the chest, sinking those hips toward the ground. As we inhale, we're going to lengthen through that left leg, draw the toes toward the face, and touch the finger pads down toward the ground. So we might need to lean forward here a little bit. So we should be feeling this into the lower leg as we draw the toes toward the knee, and into the hamstring as we stretch into that soft tissue. If we're feeling a little stretch underneath the kneecap or up near the sit bone, I want you to keep a little gentle bend to that left knee. So chances are we've overstretched that hamstring. And again, we're just going to pause here for a couple of breaths. We're going to get a little bit flowier now in a moment. So just feel comfortable with the pose here. Keep pressing the chest forward, draw the shoulders back. Next, exhale, we're going to bend into the left knee, open the arms, warrior lunge. Inhale, lengthen forward, fingers touch down as we draw the toe toward the face. Exhale, bend the left knee, warrior lunge. Continue with your own breath. See if you can find a point of focus out in front, ideally something that's not moving, something to fix your gaze on, a drishti point in yoga, point of focus. Getting as much stillness to the movement, so we're not shaking, we're not rocking. Keep drawing that belly button in so we can keep those core muscles switched on here. That movement becomes a lot smoother, a lot more controlled. Don't forget to breathe. Every exhale, we're working into those hips. Every inhale, we're working into that left leg. So hips and heart to the front. And a little bit of space into that leg as we work back. 2 more here. Nice and easy. And again, to your own breath. Don't feel you have to keep my count on this. I want you to feel nice and controlled. We're going to finish in our cactus lunge. We're going to interlock fingers, place them just above the left knee. And here we're going to press those hands into the leg and really work a little bit of strength into that core. And as we exhale, sink the hips. 1 more time for 3. For 2. And 1. Right hand stays where it's at. We're going to inhale the left arm up, and as we exhale, gently twist to the left. We're going to place that left hand to the back of the right leg and just work away a wee bit more as we twist in toward the left, taking a gaze over the left shoulder, bending into the left knee for 3, for 2, and 1. Placing both hands either side of the left foot. We're going to come off the right knee. Step the left foot back to meet right. Inhale here, nice strong plank. And as we exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Roll the chest forward, untuck the toes, press the feet into the ground, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, tuck the toes, press the ground away. Downward dog, walk it out, nice and easy. Coming to stillness, we're going to inhale the right leg up, looking forward, stepping right foot into lunge, slow and controlled. Left foot to meet it, exhale, fold. Inhale, rolling up to center, hands extended up. Last side, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gaze forward, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Stepping left foot back to lunge, dropping left knee down. Inhale, both arms out, reaching up, hands together. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, maybe place a little bit of cushioning underneath that left knee before we start. Right knee is stacked over the ankle, and we're really feeling that space into the hips here. We're going to open the arms out into cactus arms. Press the chest forward, sink those shoulders back, and really draw that belly button in as we continue to bend into the right knee. We're going to pause for 3. Open the heart for 2 and 1. As we inhale, lengthen through the right leg, draw the toes toward the face as we touch the fingertips down. And again, we're going to pause here. Sometimes if you need a little bit more height, if you've got blocks, if you've got stacks of books, you can always place the hands here, or we can always place that hand on the thigh if we're really curling into the spine here. So I want you to really try to engage with those core muscles. Draw the toe toward the knee. And again, notice where that stretch is in the hamstring. So we're looking for the belly of the muscle, not near the joints. One more breath. Next exhale, we're going to bend into the right knee, open the arms, cactus lunge. Inhale, lengthen forward, toe to knee, touch the finger pads down. Exhale, bend the right knee, cactus lunge. Continue with your own breath. And again, try to make the movement as smooth as we can. So we're trying to iron out all the niggles, all the points of resistance, mobilizing into that heart and hip space. Find that point of focus, something to fix your gaze. And again, don't forget the breath. As we release into those hips, we're exhaling. As we stretch into that hamstring, we're inhaling. Maybe sinking a little bit deeper into those hips each time. And again, slow the movement right down until you feel in control. So don't aimlessly move through it. Really mindful of what the body's doing, where we're going with this. When you're ready, we're going to meet back in our cactus lunge. We're going to interlock fingers, place them just above the right knee. Again, see if we can stack that knee above the ankle. We're going to inhale here, lengthen as we press the hands into the leg. And as we exhale, sink those hips toward the ground for 3, for 2, and 1. Left hand stays where it's at. We're going to inhale the right arm up. As we exhale, gently twist to the right. We're going to extend that right arm behind us. And then we're going to rest that right hand on the back of the leg, bending into the left knee. See if we can turn the body a little bit more to the right as we take the gaze over the shoulder for 3, for 2, and 1. Gently turning back to the front of the room. We're going to frame that right foot with both hands. Coming off the left knee, we're going to step that right foot back to meet left. Inhale and plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Elbows in. Roll the heart forward and tuck the toes. Press the feet into the ground. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale, tuck the toes. Press the ground away. Lift the hips. Downward dog. Walk it out. Nice and easy. Last downward dog in the morning. And again, just use it to create as much space as we can into the body. Really pressing the ground away. Draw that chest toward the mat. Ease is relaxed, back toward the knees. Maybe give the head a little shake, side to side, just to allow that neck relax. Maybe rock the hips a wee bit, side to side. Mobilizing those hips, getting a wee stretch into the side wrist. And when you're ready, we're going to come to stillness. Gently releasing down onto the knees. We're going to untuck the toes. Sit back toward the heels just for 1 breath in our child's pose here. Nice big inhale, the full length of the body. And as we exhale, sigh it out, release and let it go. And then gently tuck the chin into the chest. We're going to slowly walk those hands back toward the knees as we come to sit back up onto the heels. And I'm going to encourage you to come back into easy cross-legged. Hopefully noticing a little difference. We're not going to get lots after 15 minutes, but definitely that little flow should have a wee bit more space in those hips this morning. We're going to open the palms and finish with 3 nice active closing breaths. When you're ready, we'll inhale the arms out, reach it up. Interlock fingers as we exhale, press the palms forward, release the breath, sigh it out and let it go. We'll do that 2 more times. Again, nice big stretch as we inhale and exhale, release. Last one. And then gently bringing the hands to heart. Press the palms together, close down the eyes, and just thank yourselves for creating a wee bit of space in your morning to come to the mat, to look after yourselves, to create some brilliant energy, and hopefully take that with you into the day ahead. And thank you for sharing your practice and your energy with me. Namaste.